What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my kitchen. Pizza is a food that is universally loved. You show me someone that doesn't like pizza, I'll give you a nickel, and then I'll go kick them in the shin. The problem with pizza, though, is that we're getting it delivered. We're losing all control of the ingredients. And when you do that, that's when that weight gain slowly creeps up on you. Like a lion stalking a gazelle. You're just walking along eating pizza and boom! Next thing you know, you're in the hospital. They're extracting teeth from your glutes. You don't want that. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna take charge of our nutrition. We're gonna whip up a pizza dough from scratch, and we're gonna load it down with anabolic toppings. You guys ready? Because I know I am. In today's video, we'll be making an anabolic deep dish pan skillet pizza. If you're a fan of thick, doughy pizza loaded to the brim with cheese and toppings, then this is the video for you. If you've been wanting to eat pizza, but you don't feel like getting mauled by a gazelle on the way home, then look no further than this video, because I'm telling you, it just might change your life. You already know that RJF Anabolic Cookbook, baby. All of my stupid, simple, anabolic, healthier recipes are in here. Step-by-step instructions, a complete guide. These aren't just recipes, baby. This is a lifestyle. If you want the ultimate guide right in your pocket with everything you need to succeed, then check that link in my description. You get it one time, you get every future recipe I have for free. So if you guys are ready to get another epic video underway, then as always, man, I'm here to do it for you. Let's do it! Yeah! So we're gonna start off by making our own homemade pizza dough. We're gonna lock in all the goodness of regular pizza dough, but we're gonna minimize any of the bad ingredients. So what we start with is some white flour, baby. Get you a bag. So we start with a mixing bowl on a food scale, and we need 120 grams of white flour in total. But we're gonna split it up. I'm gonna put 60 in my mixing bowl, and I'm gonna put the other 60 in a little container we're gonna have waiting in the wings. So along with the flour in our mixing bowl, we're gonna add in a rapid rise instant yeast packet. You can get these in the baking section of your grocery. They're super cheap, and it makes making anything that needs yeast at home really easy. Put that right in there. Then I'm gonna add in about 4 grams of regular white sugar. This is gonna help that yeast activate. Then I'll also toss in 2 grams of salt and 2 grams of garlic powder for flavor. And now we are at the most crucial component. We need to add 85 grams of warm water. It needs to be between 105 to 115 degrees, so you measure it out, stick a thermometer in there, and make sure it's the right temperature. Too hot, your yeast won't activate. Not hot enough, same exact thing. So you gotta get that sweet spot, and make sure you're measuring your water. I have these ingredients perfectly weighed out. That way this is gonna work every single time. If you slip any of this up, it might not turn out how I do it, so just make sure you're weighing it. So what we do is pour our warm water in here, then I'm gonna take a spoon and stir everything together. And then once we got it mixed, we're gonna slowly add in a little bit of our flour at a time and keep stirring it. This is gonna let it all incorporate the way we want it. And if you look at what's happening here, it's starting to all come together. Go ahead and add in the rest of our flour. Keep stirring. So at this point, we got a nice, beautiful dough ball. If you follow my directions correctly, it should look like this. It might be a tiny bit sticky in some spots, but it should be pretty soft and shouldn't leave anything on your hands. If it's a tiny bit sticky, just add a little bit of flour to it. It'll clear that right up. Now, swap this out for another bowl. Hit it with nonstick. We're gonna set our dough ball right in the middle, put some plastic wrap over it, and then all we're gonna do now is wait about 30 minutes. It's gonna double in size and be ready to go. To save on time, I made dough last night in advance and just had it sitting in the fridge. You can prep this out in advance. It'll last a few days in the fridge. You can freeze it, thaw it when you need it. Viable option. So what I'm gonna do is grab an 8-inch cast iron oven safe skillet, hit it with nonstick, and put my dough right here in the middle. And what I wanna do is flatten it out and slowly work it into our pan. We have quite a bit of dough here, so this should be pretty easy to form it up the sides, make a nice crust, and really make this a deep pan pizza. So we got our dough formed up the sides. This is looking great. And as far as sauce goes, we're gonna use 63 grams of a generic pizza sauce. This is Walmart brand. It's cheap and extremely low calorie, lots of flavor. So with my sauce on the food scale, I'm gonna go in and weigh out 63 grams. Now we just go in, spread this out. And as far as toppings go, I have 60 grams of turkey pepperoni weighed out. Obviously, if you put them all on top, it's gonna look a little goofy. So I like to bury a little bit under our cheese. I'm just gonna go in, take about half, maybe 3/4 of these pepperonis and make a nice nice little bottom layer. We're getting protein from this, baby. The more meat, the better. And once the pepperoni layer is down, we're gonna toss in 224 grams or 1 bag of fat-free shredded mozzarella. I always say it, guys, but this is a protein source. Every 28 grams has 9 grams of protein. And if you're the type that dairy normally messes up your stomach, switch to fat-free, man. I'm telling you, I ain't had a problem since. And then finally, I'll just go in with the rest of my pepperoni and decorate that top. And then once we got her built, this is optional, but I do like to take some I can't believe it's not butter spray and hit the top part of my crust with it. Helps it brown a little bit, locks in some flavor. And now all that's left to do is toss this in the oven at 425 degrees for about 13 to 15 minutes. It's gonna let all the cheese melt, it's gonna be bubbling, that crust is gonna have a nice golden color to it, it's gonna be great. Whoop, whoop. And ladies and gentlemen, when I return, it is deep dish pan pizza time. Let's go! Oh my goodness. Just pulled this out of the oven. It's smelling amazing. Look at what that crust did. Woo, we got something special on our hands. I'm gonna add a little bit of oregano and a little bit of crushed red pepper to round it out. And boom, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Anabolic deep dish pan pizza. The best part about this thing is we can literally lift it up, bingo, and sit it down like that. Now it's time for the cut test. Just gonna take a knife, cut this bad boy right down the mid, and we just pull her away. And look at that, man. We got the gooey cheese, the toppings, that stupid simple crust we made ourselves. Ooh, this is gonna be a real treat. If you made it this far into the video, guys, smash that thumbs up button for me. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. That would mean a lot, and you already know what it is. I think it's time to pull up a chair, strap on the old feed bag, and try this thing together. You guys ready? Let's go. All right, man, we gotta get to this before it gets cold. First things first, man, if you need a little pick-me-up before your workouts, maybe in the middle of the day, if you're really wanting to get hyped, check out finalbossperformance.com and get you some of that Rocket Pop Pre. I'm gonna get hyped before this pizza. Get a little dip and dab. Ooh, tastes like those popsicles Mom used to get. Or the ones that creepy guy had that drove through the neighborhood. That truck wasn't legit. Code RGF10 will save you 10% off on finalbossperformance.com. Okay, pizza time. Let me get in here, grab a piece. Oh, that's nice. Take a look at that, man. We got that crust right there. The toppings, the cheese. I mean, you watched me make it, so you know what it is. 3, 2, 1, let go. Oh man, we got us a winner, boys. And for this one, really, I mean, we made a lot of pizzas on this channel, but that homemade dough is where it's at. You saw how easy that was, man. In the past, I've tried different methods, and you gotta like clean up the Ninja, or you gotta like clean up the food processor. This one, you just wash the bowl out when you're done. Nothing too crazy, you washed it, man. You can have this pizza dough ready to go in like 40 minutes, 30-minute wait time, 10 minutes to mix it. I mean, you're good, man. Make a few in advance, have some pizza dough waiting in the wings, pop one of these in the oven, you're in there. Wow. Wow. I ended up cooking mine for about 15 minutes. For me, that's the sweet spot. If you want your crust a little more crispy, a little more well done, you can leave that sucker in there for 20 minutes. Just watch it, make sure the top doesn't burn. You can really get that crust nice and tight. But I like a soft, doughy crust. Personal preference, man. Once you get in that kitchen, there's no rules, but other than use the right ingredients and don't mess it up. But after that, there's no rules. Now in this entire recipe, if you make it exactly like I did it, for the whole pizza, what you end up with for the whole thing is only 957 calories, 9 grams of fat, 103 grams of protein, 116 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fiber. So 957 calories for this whole pizza, over 100 grams of protein. That's pretty good. Only 9 grams of fat. Traditional pizza doughs are using olive oils, butters, things like that. They're gonna really ramp those calories up. And don't let it fool you, man. This is a big pizza. Like I just had 2 slices. I'm debating a third. I might just save these for a little bit because that's 500 calories, 50 grams of protein, anabolic. I feel great. And I could always just toss these in Tupperware and microwave them later, or you can eat them cold. Cold pizza's still good. Remember college? You'd eat that pizza the morning after. You didn't care, you're broke. So yeah, man, 10 out of 10. You gotta give this a try. And I'm telling you, the homemade pizza dough is so easy to do. You just gotta do it exactly how I did it, and it's gonna turn out great. Just make sure you watch all those measurements. And once again, baby, the best investment you can make if you're trying to live this lifestyle, man, my playbook, the RJF Anabolic Cookbook. I got all these recipes broken down in here, all the ingredients, exactly what you gotta do, what you gotta weigh out, the cook times, calories, macros, protein, everything, man. It's basically my channel summed up in a little book. Look, I cannot remember for the life of me how to make all these recipes. I do too many. So when I want something, I pull this up and I use it. That's how I know that it works. Plus, if you get it once, you get every future recipe I have for free, man. It's a gift that keeps on giving. Check that link down below, baby. You won't regret it. I appreciate you guys, as always, for watching the video. Smash that thumbs up button. Is there something you want to see me make? Comment down below. If you watched the last video and you saw the mics I used, the one, they didn't work. It worked a little bit, but they didn't work how I wanted them to, so I got new ones on the way. So yeah, for all you people who left comments, thank you. Your feedback is always appreciated. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I will see each and every one of you at the next video. See you guys. All right, we'll do a third, bud. We'll do a third. Oh, that's so good. It's pizza. That's a pan pizza.